pretty soon we heard this boom out on the wing, and there's a explosion in the wing and a fire out there where you could throw a bathtub in that hole.
Oh, geez.
Fire coming out, and then the ball turret gunner, I think a little bit later the pilot gave the word to bail out. And a couple seconds later, the ball turret gunner is in the worst position on the plane. They have big buckles, and they have a backpack for a parachute, and those buckles cut into their legs, and they didn't buckle. So we had to get the waist gunner, and I were helping getting the ball turret gunner out of his ball, and we got him out of there. And then we had to buckle his leg straps, and I had one buckled, and I was working on the other one, and I look around and it's just me helping him. The other waist gunner, he had jumped it, I guess. And so anyway, then it fell over kind of in a flat spin. It was on fire, and I figured it was going to just go all the way in and explode, and that was it. But there was an explosion. I knew I was going out through the air.
So you got blown out of the plane?
I was falling. I was blown out.
Jeez.
When I woke up, then I saw my parachute and the red handle, and I figured, man, I'm not in heaven yet. And I pulled the ripcord, and I had fallen about 20,000 feet unconscious. And I was about 2,000 feet maybe when I woke up.
You think you just got low enough where you got oxygen again? Is that what woke you up, or how do you?
I think the angel of the Lord woke me up, and that's all I can. I'm here by the grace of God, and then I could see the trees down there. I was about 2,000 feet, and this was ripped open. I could see that. I could see the bone and stuff in there. So I just kind of covered my eyes and face and crossed my feet and started bouncing through the trees. And then the chute hung up in the trees, and I knew we were only about 8 minutes away from the target, so it had to be in enemy territory. So I unbuckled and I tried to hang on to my parachute harness to pull the parachute out, and I wanted to bury it. It wouldn't come. So I dropped down. My feet were probably 8 or 10 feet from the ground. I was stocking footed. I was blowing out of my boots.
Wow.
And so the chute wouldn't come, so I moved away. I was in a forest, not real thick, but it was older forest, bigger trees, and it had rained the night before. It was quiet in the forest. So I got 40 or 50 yards maybe from my chute. I had an escape kit with a map and a little compass. I had my watch, and I was looking at the map, and I saw my hand. I figured, well, I better put a tourniquet on there and bandage. So they had some sulfa powder and stuff in that. Dumped that in and put a little bandage over it, and I was looking at the map, and I hear voices under my chute. I look over there, and there's 8 Germans with rifles. Figured, Norm, you're going to get it now. Just like the good Lord had something better for them to do and look for me. Off they went.